Howdy. You're probably asking, why am I wearing sunglasses? Because my future's so bright. Enough of that. So I'd like to welcome you all in. I thank you so much for being here. Boy, oh boy, the numbers on the videos and the views and the subscribers. My, oh my, I feel famous. Why do I have dirt all over me? So anyways, I'd like to welcome all of you in. Thank you so much for joining today. As always, I'm in a real rush, and the reason for that is because I got a phone call and I am working on a collaboration. That's the first thing, local. And then also I have I have big news coming up because I have a new show that I actually am going to do in February. So that was just confirmed 2 seconds ago with a phone call. So I'm really excited about that show, and I'll keep you posted on that. What happened was I got a phone call about, let's see here, probably was about 5 weeks ago. And life got very hectic for me, but this person was very patient with me. I had done an estate sale for their family, and I wanted, let's say, how do I word this? I wanted to buy one of the relatives' items, and she wasn't willing to sell them yet. So patience is a virtue in my business, and it's further proof never be pushy with a seller, always be respectful, because the phone rang and they decided to sell me the box, and it's right here. So it may not look like much, but a lot of silver and gold, tons of sterling silver, and lots of 14 karat gold. And I think there's 2 coins in here, 2 or 3 coins in here. So I usually don't buy coins, but I do when they look like this. I'm very excited because I got another L.E. Smith bittersweet vase. I really love the 3-toed design, and then that gradation of yellow into orange, and then that top. Are you kidding me? And now these go for like a small fortune. So I was really happy about that. Other things that were out on my desk, and I don't know why I feel so scattered already, but thank you again for joining in. Bear with me just for 1 sec. We'll get into this box in a moment, but this was out on my desk, and I guess I should take it off the dusty neck form. But this was a bear fetish carving and then strung on turquoise beads. And I really loved this little guy. This came from another collection. And why I had this out was because I've been going through my turquoise beaded collection of all my vintage Native American sterling silver and turquoise items, and deciding like what to keep, what to sell, what am I going to wear, what am I not going to wear. So this was a gift from my consignor. The Longhorn steer necklace was a gift from my consignor that I've done 4 sales for. Oh, Bully Run Coffee. That's right, a paid promotion here. This is Bully Run Coffee. So if you're not subscribed on YouTube to Bully Run, that's where I host my sales. So almost every Tuesday, you know, it's not every Tuesday, but almost every Tuesday on Bully Run Coffee. So go over to Bully Run Coffee, all one word on YouTube, and subscribe to Jeremy's channel. He is my partner in life, and he's an amazing person. And we have the sales on his channel. This was a gift from the consignor that we've had now 4 sales for, and a 5th box, a miracle 5th box, is on its way. Couldn't be more excited. She has the most amazing jewelry. So if you love vintage Native American and unusual sterling silver, please come over to our sales on Bully Run. And then 2 coral necklaces. One that I've had for a while. I bought this at an auction, and when they call coral red gold in Native American jewelry, there's a reason for that. It is highly revered as basically red gold in the Native American culture, and that is a 10-strand tube bead necklace, and really beautiful for scale. And I did need to restring it eventually because it is a little tight on the cord. Because it has shrunk over the years. But look at the color of that. If I were to wear that with these turquoise necklaces, you know how I pile it on. I guess I'm currently in vogue because the least fashionable person on the planet. Never tried to be, never gonna pretend. And what do I say? I've always layered things, you know, and then I have this huge peridot cross on underneath all this turquoise. I've always layered things. I've always put on a lot. It's just my style, you know, if that is a style, if it is a thing. Is excess a style? Did I really invent the style of excess? So these are very early pump drilled, hand-drilled Native American coral and shell beads, and look at some of these pieces of turquoise in there. I will bring this back to another video. This is a very sacred necklace. This is very important, not only to my collection, but on the national level. And I'm honored to own, I'm honored to own a 4-strand. I'd be grateful if I had 1 strand of them, but that is exceptional. So when you see coral, and look at the color of that coral, it's not what we see today. It's not that over-dyed bright red, saturated, almost disgusting red we see. It's that very mellow orange yellow overcast on an orange body. I just simply love this. And I should have put this on a bust. Let me put this here and keep this safe, but that does slow me down. There are certain pieces in my collection that I've always revered as very important. I do not wear this piece, so I'll be honest with you. The energy on that, I don't feel it right to wear. We'll go camera down. I'll show you what's in this box. You're not going to believe it. You're going to be so excited for me. And I did pay up for the box, but I'm so grateful that the phone call finally came, and that I'm glad that I did their estate sale too. So take it easy. I'll be right back with you. Mwah. Be right back. I'm all settled in now. I had 3 more phone calls. So anyways, here we are, and we are going to get into this box. A few of the tools that I use, a pencil and a piece of paper. I always do. I always have paper handy just for notes in case I need to. A ring sizer, just because it's a universal tool in my business. It's omnipresent. I probably have like 16 of them now because I lose them all the time, and they're all over all the place, at the warehouse, at the second house, at my house. They're everywhere. I think there's like 12 of them at Jeremy's house now. But these are ring sizers to show you the size of a ring. So if anyone's not familiar with that, please look that up. It's just, you know, to show you the size of a ring. There we go. A mandrel shows you the opposite part of that, to where if you have a ring, you slide it down and then it tells you the size. This one's Bakelite. It's from the 1940s, and I liked it because I can hang it up on a nail, like on my workbench down in my studio, so I can hang that up and use that. I love the color of that as well. A millimeter gauge and a carat gauge. On one side, it's millimeters. On one side, it's carat gauge. And then you lay that over the stone. Whoops, I don't have my other diamond on today like I usually do. But you lay it over the stone, and then it tells you the carat of the diamond through here. Here's the positive part. So if you're more of a positive mindset person, which I have a tendency to be in a way, you lay that over the stone, and then it tells you the carat weight of the stone and also the size of beads then. So you lay it over, and then that's the millimeter of the beads, and then the positive millimeter of the beads. Yes, it only goes to, well, basically on millimeter, I think it goes from, it goes from a 2 to 11. So if you need a smaller or a bigger, then you have to get another gauge. But that's very useful. All right, scale, because I did buy precious metal, so my scale has been with me forever. Dirty, crazy dirty, and there's my loop. I just found it, and I just use an old jeweler's loop. It's nothing fancy. Also, like I mentioned before, Bully Run Coffee. If you're not subscribed to Bully Run, please go over on YouTube and subscribe to Bully Run Coffee. That's where we host our sales live almost every Tuesday, normally around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That does fluctuate. I don't set a schedule because it just doesn't fit my life. That's all. Some people, very regimented. I applaud them. That's just not for me. I ebb with the flow. I believe in life you ebb with the flow and you get a lot farther. I guess I won't say anything else. Here we go. We're getting into it. So sterling silver. So I took these out of, let me put my pencil behind my ear because that's where I always put it. That's traditionally good luck. Let's pull these out. And these were in little boxes, and I just threw them together. I guess we could just empty the whole box. Let's just pull everything out. And thank you again. Oh, pet fur. More pet fur. Oh, by the way, the cats that were there were so awesome. I loved them. Let's pull all these out. I should have bagged those separate. Now that's going to be a big jumble. And then I don't know what these are. And then we'll just pull this one out. All right, so there's the... we'll get the empty box out of the way. And thank you so much for joining in. I hope that these live sorts are educational, but also fun discovery. I often loved coming home and then sorting pieces. I was very familiar with what was here, and I'm so excited about some of these pieces. So we'll go with gemstone sterling bracelets first. There's jadeite, multiple stones of garnet, amethyst, topaz, citrine. Yeah, and then we've got jadeite, not jade. We've got jadeite. There is a difference there. And then mosaic opal in this one. And you know I don't normally like to do this way. Let me grab one of my, let me grab the end of this display. Even though it's going to be dusty, I don't mind. That's what I collect. I've often said I collect diamonds to dust. That should be my next channel's name. Oh, so I hope you all enjoy my humor from time to time because it's not going anywhere. Look at the opal mosaic, and that light is really flashing this out. Wonder if I should turn my light down. Seems very overexposed. Let me see if I can turn my light down. Give me 1 second. Is that better? I think that's better. Yeah, that's better. And I'm not screaming now. I not only turned the light down, but I turned my volume down. I don't know why I yell in all my videos. I just get so excited. Look at that opal mosaic, the mixed stones, and then that jadeite. Definitely Chinese origin on that. I love that mixed stone one, though, because it's robust. It's well made. The stones are compact. That opal one, there's something about it. And am I going to sell these? Yes, I am. Absolutely. I don't know when or where, but I'm going to. I do a lot of local shows as well. I hope the light isn't too dark now. Now I may have made it too dark. Let me turn up. Hold on. Let me adjust without pausing. Let's see if that's okay. Is that okay? I can't tell. My eyes are going. So anyways, opal and sterling silver. Really love the construction of that. That's a larger size. That's definitely a 7+. 7 1/4, 7 1/2. Always, when you're in the resale business, I tell people, be very familiar with your sizes and your current sizes. When someone shoves a ring on and they go, well, I'm a 10, and well, that's a 10. Well, you can't do it that way. You can, and then you get a return. I check my ring size all the time, frequently, you know, and for those that don't and just slip it on and go, I think, don't think. Just do it the right way. Mixed stones, sterling silver, fantastic construction. I love the weight of that. Anyways, all right, so we've got those three. I would say value on those. I don't know, because I have to divide up. I have to divide up what I spent on the entire collection. I think these were stainless. From my memory, these were stainless and mother of pearl, but the color is beautiful. On this one, it's more of a gray mother of pearl, and on this one, it's more of like a pink mother of pearl. And there's a lot of color play in those stones. Again, I should probably just get a board to put it on instead of shoving my hand in your face. Let's get a dusty board to put it on. Why not? So, but I hope you can tell the color and the color play in those, but I've often really loved mother of pearl, and it's a very easy sell because, again, it goes with everything. Does it go with everything? Yes, it does. And those are stainless steel. Those are not sterling silver. Someone else might think, oh, those are sterling. No, no, no. Those are stainless. Those are definitely stainless. And a lot of what was there was much more contemporary, but there's a large market for that now. There's a very large market for contemporary jewelry. And I say I don't personally invest in it for myself or for my collection, but I've often said if I only bought and sold what I liked, I would have been out of business a long time ago. And a lot of dealers have come and gone throughout the years, and it's because they didn't ebb with the flow. You know, they kind of became staunch and resistant. And then you got to wonder, you know, why did, you know, I don't want to say, but like, why would some retail stores come in and go out right away? You know, or why did, you know, why did antique shops go in and go out? There's a lot of reasons for it. But I always bought well-crafted and great designs. And I would make sure that my investment was sound. When I was buying these items, you know, a lot of people ask me, do a video on what you pay for things. Do a video on what you sell them for. We see a lot of those videos on YouTube. I don't necessarily believe all of them. I believe what I've done over the last 30 years. And so I will do future videos and take you with me. And then show you, you know, what I spend, what I buy, what I spend, and then profit margins. I'm not afraid to do that. I have done it with some of my other videos on some of my eBay listings. And thank you so much. I had 7 eBay orders in 7 orders in 18 hours. And that was really nice. And if you wanted to see what I have on eBay, I'm down in listings. Normally I have like 700 on, and I currently only have 400 on. And my eBay site is listed on my main YouTube page. So look at the construction of that one for sterling silver. Italian and beautifully constructed mesh style bracelet. That's probably a 7.5 as well. All right, let's get into some of the gold, because there is gold and there's more sterling and there's gold coins. And I don't know where here's one. This was a necklace. And I believe that she wore this fairly constantly. Let me look at the date on this. This is on a very long 14 karat gold chain. This is from 1911. And I think it's probably, what, a $2.50 or $5? 2.5. So there we go. It's a 2.5, and that's that intaglio cut down in eagle in a bezel, 14 karat gold bezel, on a very long 14 karat gold rope. That's got to be 24 inches rope chain. Very beautiful. And look at that eagle, or that Native American with the eagle headdress, the eagle feather headdress on that Native American. And, I do still say Indian because, yes, these are Native American Indians. Absolutely. And I talked with Jeremy and I said, Jeremy, he's, part Cherokee. And I said, do you mind being called an Indian? And he said, not at all. And that's another thing, like my slave bracelet. These are called slave bracelets. That's exactly what they're called. There is nothing demeaning about it. And if you look them up, they're specifically a cuff with a chain attached to a ring. And it's more of an Arab or Arabesque style. It has nothing to do with slavery. It has nothing to do with slavery. It's all about the style of the bracelet. So once we stop saying certain terms, you got to wonder why. Why is someone withholding saying a certain term of a jewelry style? Also, my friend Annette, she's a jeweler. She's African American. She's in the gem group. You saw me with her in one of my videos at the gem shows. I asked her specifically about the term slave bracelet. I said, Annette, is that offensive? Or I said, Annette, what do you call this? And she said, a slave bracelet. That's what she said. She said it plain as day. No problem. And I said, so that's not offensive? And she said, how could that be offensive? And I said, okay, there's some people who avoid it, and then you got to wonder, why would you avoid calling it what it is? I don't quite understand it. I don't quite understand it. Enough of that. But this is a beautiful gold coin with the eagle on the back, the Native American on the front. And I love the detail on this. Let's weigh this. And I left the scale out so that I could double. I do everything in grams, by the way. There's a lot of people that do pennyweight, and I think the reason why they do is to their personal advantage when they buy. Let's see here. Like at pawn shop is what I'm saying. That's what I've noticed. And again, only my opinion. 12.9 grams. And let's see here. So that would be, 12.9 grams. And I would normally, take the pendant off. I don't want to take the time to do it, but this is a very heavy 14 karat gold chain. Chains like this now retail are exorbitantly expensive. I think the lowest I'd seen one in this kind of weight was $975 on sale. Most of them are now $1,500. I didn't pay anywhere near that for this piece. So great profit margins in that. I think the pendant portion, the coin portion, is worth at least, I would say $350, $450, $500. Once you put a coin in a bezel, it is always then kind of, I don't want to say marred, but it's it's not really revered in the coin collecting world for the most part. That's what I'll say there. And be careful with that. Sterling silver beads that were broken and loose, but awesome. I will use these in other creations, but heavy sterling, let's see what those are. And these bags normally weigh about 4 grams. The large size bags are 4 grams. The small size bags are like 1.5 grams. 62.2 grams of sterling silver. We should do a running tally. That's what I should have done for this video. I should have done, you know the videos you go to and they do like the cha-ching thing and then it adds up all the stuff? And then I go, why did you waste your time? Just don't do that. Just sell it. Get it out for sale. Don't edit your video. You're wasting time. Let's see here. Oh, 14 karat gold chains. There's this very fine one. That one might be a higher carat, but it looks to be at least 14 karat gold. So there we go. And then this one is, let's see here. This one is, let's see. No, there's two. I take it back. I take it all back. These are both 14 karat gold ropes. 14 karat gold rope chains. Very beautifully constructed. Lighter in weight, but this one is, that is 9.5 grams. 9.5 grams. And this one is going to be, wow, that one's 12.6. That one's 12.6 grams. And that's only about maybe that's about an 18-inch. But look at the way that's constructed. Big 14 karat gold lobster claw clasps. All soldered together. Solder seams are correct. Gold seams are right. Be careful because there's tons of reproductions that are fake, that are brass or garbage. That is really beautiful. I love that for a 14 karat gold chain. All right, so win and a win. And this one's probably 24 inches long. Yeah, but that, look at that, how cool that is for 14 karat gold. I always say gold is a great store of wealth. And I will always believe that. I will always believe that. And the reason for that is, you've known in previous videos, I was buying gold at just over $300 an ounce. $300 an ounce. And guess what? I'm singing my way to the bank. Because, you know, you see what it's at now. I think the other day, and I don't check it every day. There's some jewelry dealers that check gold every day. And that's fine. I just don't do it. I check it maybe once every few days. I think it was at 26.54, 26.60 something. Just a good amount of money now, but a great store of wealth. Sterling silver, beautifully done bracelets. So that's a sell. Because too commercial for me, you know, very beautiful, incredibly well crafted, everyday wear, really fantastic design, very robust, you know, but not clumsy. Not clumsy. Great clasp. Always check the spring in these to make sure that they're working really well, because that's an expensive fix. That's another thing, so that you don't have to scrap something out. Then, oh, it's this box. Where did I put my coins, though? Oh, I thought I had, oh, I remember. Okay, here. Here are some coins. So I was holding out to the 22-minute mark to make sure you were still here. Here is a platinum. Yeah, 2022 Lady Liberty. Look how beautiful she is. Is that not one of the most beautiful coins you've ever seen? I love her. I'm going to keep her. I am going to keep her. And in 2022, it looks like it was $1,000. And why on God's green earth is platinum, that is 15 times more rare than gold, is worth half of what gold is worth now, or less than half? Platinum, when I first started this, gold was at 300 something. I think platinum was over 1,000 back then. That would make sense in a way. But it's supply and demand. Supply and demand. Obviously, they're not using that much platinum in things right now. But when they do, look out on the prices. I think that's an ounce. Let's see here. Yeah, that's $100 value. They just do that for the coin value. Look at that eagle and sunset. See, that's a great way to store wealth. That's a beautiful way to have something other than paper. I believe in this. I'm invested in this. I love this. I love it. So that's probably a keep. That's probably in the Jason keep pile. Let's not leave this side of the table out. No, let's put this over here because I know I'm going to lose track of things. This one's gold. I don't want to touch this one. I was going to take it out of here because I think I've already touched it twice. This is a 2005, and it's a, I think this one, I don't know why I always thought this was, I thought that was $50 value. Okay, this is the $50 1 ounce fine gold. Boy, is this beautiful. E pluribus unum. Gosh, United States of America, like a standing liberty. And that one's pure gold. That one is gold beyond gold and absolutely so beautifully crafted. Isn't the artistry of some coins so fantastic? And foreign money and foreign coins that are old, every estate sale that I did, there was always foreign coins, and I was always fascinated by them. They didn't bring much money. Most of them didn't bring much money, but boy, were they fascinating. People traveled and they brought back the money because it was just so beautiful. And some of the paper money and some of the engravings, talk about true artistry. All right, these gold bracelets are insane. And then this needs to be fixed. I don't want to take this out right now, but there's a diamond ring. The prongs are worn off, and there's the wedding band. But it's in 18 karat gold, and it's a very large diamond. But that needs to be fixed. So I need to resolder the tips here and retip the ring and then reset the stone. And I can manage that. I just need to set aside some time. But the stone is actually loose and it's just stuck in there right now. So it's just kind of, that is a beautiful stone. I should take it out and show you. That is a really beautiful stone. So I loved that for an engagement ring. I have sold so many vintage engagement rings to my friends and then referrals over the years. I have kind of recently got out of it, and I think probably because now I'm going to be 51. You know, a lot of my friends are already married and have kids. You know, so like my my pool of consumers is shrunk down, but I'm trying to get into break into that market again. And it's worked out pretty well. This is rhodolite garnet on this side, rhodolite garnet here, and quote regular garnet on this side. So notice that purplish cranberry, like a raspberry color on this side for rhodolite, and then you've got the blood red, like bohemian garnet on this side, like the antique bohemian garnets. Look at the gold mountings. And those are tennis bracelets, so they go all the way around. This one's spaced with little diamonds. 14 karat gold on both of them. So those were a definite yes, yes. Can you imagine wearing those together? What better for Valentine's Day, right? Oh, I could put those out for my Valentine's Day sale. So that is fantastic. Both 14 karat gold, really beautiful construction. Open back on these. Always look for the marks, but then make sure the solder seams are correct. And the craft is wonderful. The stones are all prong set. Love the motion of those. And then 3 gigantic gold bracelets that I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw these 3. But these 3 gigantic gold bracelets, and they're all really magnificent. I'm super excited about them. So I hope you can tell that, like, I don't wear yellow gold. I won't wear yellow gold, but look at those babies, and the condition, no dents, no wear. Those are all Italian solid 14 karat gold, and there's 3 of them. 3 of them, and their clasps are wonderful too. So always look under here, fully hallmarked here. What's going on that? Yep, that one signed right here. Let me see if I want to point it in the right direction. There we go. Mylor, Italy. There's that one. Well, it's a little flashed out, but Mylor, Italy, 14 karat gold. So there, we have to weigh that one. And then this one is, look at me. Look how excited I get. And then I do say that, like, these are more contemporary. And then people say, well, you don't buy contemporary. I do when I can make money. Absolutely. Or I do when it's an investment like these. So let's weigh this one. I'll just weigh them all together. And then we'll come up with a gram weight altogether. This one's 14 karat too. This one is 14 karat right there. Solid too. Really well constructed. And all fingerprinted up. But look at the way that reflects the light. I like that interlocking weave on that one. Oh, yeah, I say yes. That's everyday wear, Oh, it's a big size. That's like a 7.5. 7.5 or an 8 on that one. All right, so let's do, that's got to be an 8, because look, it goes way over. That's like way longer than a 7. That's an 8. So let's see here. Oh boy, I can retire. It's 40.8 grams of 14 karat. So 40.8 grams as I shake the table of 14 karat. I was supposed to be writing these things down. 14 karat, 3 bracelets. Yeah, that's going to be a lot of money. That's a lot of money. That's awesome, actually. I'm glad because I'm already seeing fairly substantial profit. Why is my brain stuck? 40, and it shouldn't be $40. a gram. It should be like 50 something dollars a gram, but then that's melt value. So that, wow, that's a lot. So my brain's off. I don't know how many thousands that is, but my brain is off. And then these two. And then, times, you multiply that times 3 for retail. I love that box. That is a winning box. All right. So there's some of the gold. There's some of the gold stuff that was in there. Absolutely fantastic. I should have done this video and said, I found this in a storage unit. I should have come up with like a big fancy story about, I found this in a storage unit and nobody else knew it was there. All right, Pee Wee Herman. So, yeah, love that box. Platinum, 14 karat gold, an old 1911 gold coin. Love that box. That's going to be part of the thumbnail to get all of you here. Now, there is, we'll set these out because those are a keep. I don't want to show anything that I'm keeping because that's not fair. And this gold necklace I'm going to keep as well. So we'll set those out. Maybe, I might keep these gold chains, but I'll show, what is this one? Oh, this is another, we can do this in another video. We can do this in another video. This, because I'm 30 minutes in. I wanted to do a 30-minute video. You know what? Let me put this and this. Well, I guess I can show it. No, I'll show everything. This is an amazing gold set. This in here is like a big gold set. These are all gold chains. And there's a, wait, did I? Oh, I showed this one. Never mind, we're ahead. I showed that one already. I did not show the beaded things. Look at me getting all panic stricken and all crazy. I don't get hyper. Well, I just lied. I get hyper all the time. These are 14 karat gold and amazing 14 karat gold beads. Really love those. So we'll get a gram weight on those eventually. Those are absolutely gorgeous. 14 karat gold, probably 18 inches on that really luxurious, what says, I have style and grace than a solid gold beaded necklace. It's just so classy. There are costume versions that are lovely. This is a very heavy but very thin gold rope. This is 14 karat. That's got to weigh a ton. Wow, 9.8 grams. Wait, was that 9.3? Oh, 9.3 grams. 9.3 grams. This is so solid and so silky. Look at that for 14 karat. Yeah, and I got a really good buy on this one as well. But that, I get a lot of calls for just a plain gold chain. Very robust, will not break. Great solder seams up here at the top. Always check the solder seams. And if you are in doubt, have a jeweler reinforce them with a little bit of solder. That's my advice as a jeweler. I say have a jeweler reinforce them. Doesn't cost much money. And you will be grateful that you don't lose a gold chain. I had a client more recently that had a gold chain. And he lost it, and he lost it twice. I think these are layered. These are both 14 karat gold. I didn't really want to go over 30 minutes today. I didn't stay on task. I got too excited and too distracted. 14 karat gold on that one. I should say my profit margins, but I'm not going to do it right now. I'll do a whole another thing. Oh, this is a really long one. Never mind, call off the hounds. This is like 30 inches long, solid 14 karat. Yep, signed up here, signed 14 karat on a little applied heart. And that one is, yeah, that one's My Lord too. That's Italian. Yep, 14 karat on that side. Hopefully you can see these marks. Normally I'm in the light box and I'm not trying to struggle and hold these up and show you my dirty hands and shove my hand in your face. But you get the drill. You knew what time, I had today and what I was allowed to get done. I would layer those two together. So see how that little one would lay inside of the big one if you wore them together. I think that's very classy and very timeless as well. That'll be a very easy sell. Probably doesn't weigh much. That one is probably, yeah, that's 4.2 grams, but I wouldn't sell it for, just, $60 a gram. I wouldn't do it. There's no way. $60 times 3, times, 4, because then that way, that's like retail, $60 a gram. But then, you could triple it to get to a more retail price. That in the store for a 30-inch 14 karat gold beaded chain necklace, that's got to be $395 on sale, and more like, I'm probably way low. That's probably like $590 at a store now. It's probably more than that, you know, depends on where you live. You know, I live in Ohio because everyone says, well, your prices are too low. Oh, and then I got the lecture series of my prices were too high, you know? So like I said, pricing is subjective. And I say I've been in the business for 28 years for a reason. And people say, well, that's not nice. And I go, I'm not trying to be nice. I'm just trying to be realistic. So anyways, and Jeremy always says to me, he goes, well, that's not very nice. Well, he doesn't say it all the time. He goes, well, that's not very nice. And I go, I wasn't trying to be nice today. But people don't have to try. You just are or you're not. That's all there is to it. It's simple. You know, people say, I try so hard to be this or I try so hard to be that. Well, that's why you're not very good at it, because you're trying too hard. All right. So as a reseller, I looked at this collection and I thought, what was the potential income? I do not know why I cannot get this back in this bag. Probably because karma. So as I continue to make random noises with this bag for 45 minutes, that's frustrating too. When you watch a video and all you hear is the crinkling, not for me. I don't stay. I leave. I go, nope, can't do it. And then the frumping around, like the frumping things around and thrumping things over here. Can't do it. I can't do it as I frump it around on this box. Just to really upset everyone that doesn't like excessive noises like myself. So, welcome to Jason's Home Shopping Club. I don't know what my problem is. I knew I had to say that at least once today. Now I got it out of my system. All right, now I've reeled myself back in. I want to continue to look professional for the next, I think, 5 minutes. But I really wanted to be done in 30. That was my goal today. You know, we all have to have our goals, and then people say, well, don't rush. Well, I have other things that need addressed, and I do have some thank you letters to write. I do have some things that I need to get done. And when I got the confirmation that I actually have that show in February, I'm so excited. I can't even begin to tell you. Sterling silver, hammered links, and then oval with the clasp somewhere here. Yeah, sterling silver. I did like that for contemporary because of the mix of the hammered links, well, let's say faux hammered links, and then the oval links, because that's really not hand hammered. Let's be perfectly frank about that. That's machine hammered. Absolutely. Too regular, you know, too predictable. That's machine hammered for sure. And then, but I liked that combination of the hammered links and then the plain links. That was a winner. Huge long length, probably 40 some inches, maybe 42 inches is my guess. If I had to guess, it's over 30. So that was fantastic in its tiny little, oh look, Home Shopping Club. So that was a Home Shopping Club necklace. Don't mind, easy sell, mindless, easy sell, gotta love it. Labradorite, druzy, peridot, and I don't know. I don't know. I just listed all of them. Labradorite, druzy, and peridot. I was looking at down here. There we go. Love it. Love the construction. Is it Sagen? Oh, it's Sagen. All right, cool. I didn't know for sure. Looked like Sagen. There we go. And I love Sagen, actually. I would say I don't mind it. I actually think it's really cool for contemporary. Love the stone. Really beautiful labradorite. And you can get them really big for very inexpensive. I just bought two, and they're very inexpensive. All right, we'll do these. They're amazing chains that are 14 karat gold. That's like a wheat link, a fancy, I don't know if that is like a ratio. I don't know what this one is. You know, someone will come up with a name for that. Well, I know what that is. Oh, great, because I don't. I know it's beautiful, and I know that I love it, but I don't know if that has a name. Someone's going to give it a name. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to name some chains sometime. And then people are going to go, is that real? Is that true? I'm going to go, no, I just made it up. But you fell for it. This one is a jumble of, let's weigh this and see how much silver. That's just some silver. It won't even go on the scale. That is 179 grams of sterling silver, and lots of chains that are now tangled. So there's that one, and there's, oh my gosh, there's the jump rope, which is got to be over 30, no, that's got to be over 36. 40 something again, don't know, but that's a giant one. Really heavy construction on these. No expense was spared. And then I think this is a wheat. Is this a wheat link? That's what I would consider maybe a wheat link or modified wheat. because of the way it's twisted. Some people instantly say Byzantine, and I'm like, I'm not going to fight. I'm not going to do it. It's not worth it. It is not worth the effort. But what is worth the effort is buying for resale and making a ton of money. So this one's 20 inches. Very happy. I just wanted to show at least, what is this one? Is this one a designer one? Probably. Sterling silver. Really robust, very, very heavy. I love that one too. I need to clean this desk up is what I need to do. So if you saw in front of all of the things that were in this, which is all of this, tons of more gold chain, the gold set inside the box, which is just incredible, the couple pieces that I'm keeping that I'll set over here, the coins, the platinum, the garnet bracelets, those big Italian bracelets that are magnificent. I will say that I am absolutely delighted by the ability to be able to buy like this on a local level. I really want to thank you all so much for joining in, so much for your attention and your kindness on my channel. I should have mentioned earlier, 2 fairly major videos coming on gemstones. I'm going to try to get into the surface information of opals in my collections, of course. And when I speak on the stones, I want you to understand that they're all out of my collection. So I live with these items. I'm used to these items. I hand selected them. I never got stuck with anything. I never bought, collections that I wasn't emotionally involved in. I just did things different. And I've done it for 30 years now. So I've built a great business at this. And a lot of people had asked me, were you ever in antique malls? The answer is yes. I was in several antique malls. I do still a lot of area antique shows when I can. And, I've been a veteran eBay seller, and I actually worked at Ravenna's Mall, I-76 Antique Mall in Ravenna. I worked there for 2.5, almost 3 years. And I did all of their online information for eBay listings, TIOS, back when they had listed with TIOS, the online mall. And then also, I can't even tell you how many times that I helped at auctions when I was much, much younger. And then estate sales, like I said, for a very long time. And I worked for so many different companies and continue to assist on a daily basis. So when the phone rings, I absolutely answer it. And then when people say, well, why don't you have an email? It's because I would never answer it. And that's being perfectly honest, because I'm always so hectic and so busy on the local level. So thank you all so much for joining in. I wish you peace and happiness and kindness in your day today. Again, thank you all so, so much. I'm so incredibly grateful. Thank you for enjoying my humor when it's not perfect as well. Love you so much, because I do.